What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Christina. And if you don't know, this is Chris&TinaCrafts. I'm obviously your host, Christina. And today we're actually doing a speed paint. So for the speed paint, I actually decided to do Bob's Burgers because it's one of my favorite shows on TV or just in general. I really love all the characters, especially Tina. I have a specifically really strong affinity for Tina Belcher out of all of them. I love all of them, don't get me wrong. Like, Louise is also a strong favorite, but honestly, Tina, I don't know. I've been drawing Tina for years and I just really love her. For some odd reason, anytime I draw her, and I realize that this is probably not the best way to describe a 13-year-old. I can't think of a better way to describe the way I draw her, but she comes across as very like stylized, very aesthetic. Kind of like if you've seen that one Family Guy episode where Brian and Stewie kind of go to a different timeline and Meg is like walking down the street and she's like super duper fucking attractive. That basically, that energy, but in, Tina Belcher, which again, it's not to make her necessarily look older than she is. It's just that's the way I like to draw her. Yeah, so today's video is actually going to be about like the channel and a bit more background on it in general, right? Because it's a speed paint. I've got plenty of time to talk about it. Got a whole 10 minutes. So I'm going to talk about it. So how did Chris&TinaCrafts come to be? Well, frankly, it started when I was in college, okay? And I remember I was sitting in my bedroom back when I lived with my parent, and I was just like, oh man, I really want to do something with my time. I really want to just do something, And I was, I think, in the middle of my college, maybe sophomore year, or about to start my sophomore year maybe. And then I decided, you know what, we're just gonna do a crochet small business and we're gonna roll with it. And I have been doing Chris&TinaCrafts on and off for the last 4 to 5 years at this point, basically. Now the first year, I went really hard on it. I was really into it. I would be posting photos. I made my own little light box to take photos of the guinea pigs that I made, because if you're unsure about what these little creatures on the side of the speed paint are, they're guinea pigs. The branding is guinea pigs. I've heard people throw out so many different animals: rat, possum, mouse. It's a guinea pig. It's a guinea pig. It's never not a guinea pig. It's always a guinea pig, right? That is my branding. I love it. And guinea pigs are what I started off with. So of course guinea pigs deserve the top spot as far as branding goes. Anyway, going back to where I started back in 2020, I think August of 2020 with it. And I kind of stayed with it until about the next year, 2021. And I was really consistent. But then I also, at that point, was I think in my junior year of college. And then I also started working a regular job. So it was a lot harder for me to devote as much time and energy into it as I had in the past. So I think I kind of fell off with it around 2021. And then I would kind of pick it up and put it down every so often between 2021 and now, currently 2025. But I feel like I'm at a point now where I could really honestly invest time and energy into it fully in a more genuine way. I guess mainly because I've figured out a way for myself to actually get work done and actually accomplish things at a regular rate, just in my life in general, but also specifically with my small business, so I can actually get somewhere with it. So the name Chris&TinaCrafts actually kind of works on two levels, because initially when I created it, it was actually supposed to be a case of my mother and I running the business, because my name is Christina, her name is Tina. But the thing is that it also works because my name is Christina, so I can just kind of play it off yeah, this was the intent all along, when in reality it was just not, and that's okay. I'm probably at some point going to change the name, I don't know, but I just can't think of anything I would want to change it to. So honestly, Chris&TinaCrafts works. And also, again, it's literally, my name is Christina, so it also works in that regard too. So I'm not in a rush to change it. If I find or figure out something that I'm really interested in changing it to, I could definitely do that. Right now, I can't think of anything to change it to in this moment. So Chris&TinaCrafts is going to stay indefinitely until until I can choose something that I think would work. So yeah, at this point in Chris&TinaCrafts, I am a lot more about doing stickers and stationery over crochet. Now, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love crochet. I'm never not gonna enjoy doing crochet. But like I said in the first video I posted on this channel, crochet is like something that I've noticed that I enjoy more for like giving as gifts and just kind of things that I give away. Now, I definitely still do crochet for business and selling purpose. I'm not probably gonna stop doing it. It's just gonna be at a way lower quantity than I used to do it at. And I also just primarily sell at like one shop in Chicago because my business is based in Chicago. I'm from Chicago. And the business is called like Butterfly Cookies on 856 North Ashland Avenue. And that also was great because my friend's mom owns the bakery. And me and my friend have been friends since like high school. She's like my oldest friend. And she was like, yeah, Christina, if you want to put your stuff on display, we have a little space in the store if you want to. And you can just like put it up and, we could sell it. And I was like, bet. So I made some stuff for the store, just kind of like thinking, oh, maybe it'll sell, maybe it won't. And then literally my friends reaching out to me being like, Christina, when are you going to restock the stuff? Basically everything has been sold except for like, ironically, guinea pigs. And I was like, all right, yeah, I'll restock. Yeah, I'll restock. Yeah, I'll restock. And I kept putting it off over the course of 2024. And now in 2025, I've actually done my first restock of items and products. And it's funny because like the biggest seller for me actually, ironically, is possums. It's flipping possums. And I'm like, yeah, my brand is based on crochet guinea pigs, but possums are the thing that gets popular. Sure, I guess. Go off, I guess. If people are willing to pay for it, what am I supposed to say, right? But it's also good to know my audience in that case, right? So yeah, I've been a lot better about being consistent there. And I think, yeah, I'm just gonna move probably more in the direction of doing more stickers and stationery, which, like I said before earlier in the video, these drawings of the Belcher family are actually available as stickers in my shop right now, and the link should be in the bio down below. But yeah, I think at this point for me, for the sake of my well-being and my hands and the energy that it takes, it makes more logical sense for me to do stickers and stationery because it's less time consuming, you get more out of it, and it's also just something that I could see myself doing for a longer time overall than crochet, just to respect my hands and respect my body in that way. Also, again, because at this point, I'm 25, right? And I work full time to sustain myself right now. So I need to be more thoughtful about what do I actually have the time to expend on and what is worth the most payout for me based on the time I actually have in my day to day. Because again, I work a standard like 9 to 5, well, really 8 to 5 shift. And so really and I tend to go to sleep around like 10. So that really only gives me what, like 7, 8, 9, like maybe 5 hours to like do all the other stuff I gotta do on top of this. So I had to be more thoughtful and be like, well, what do I actually have time for, right? Like what can I actually do and get accomplished, right? On top of which, in general, at this point in my life, I actually want to try to take better care of myself overall. So that's something that's really important to me, that I'm trying to be better about, just taking care of my like physical health, mental health, emotional health, trying to spend more time with people more regularly. And so I had to be more realistic and honest about like how much time and energy can I expend to all of these things all at once. Now, I'm learning the balance. It obviously takes time and I'm getting there, but it's better late than never, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with all of it. Less crochet, more stickers and stationery. Generally just kind of going with the flow and seeing what works. Being a lot more consistent than I have been in the last 5 years of owning this business. And honestly, I'm pretty happy with where I'm getting and the results I'm having overall, and just actually making genuine progress. I think really the trick for me personally with my Capricorn moon, just make some lists, make some to-do lists, and then just casually write them off as you go. That seemed to be the most effective for me, honestly. So I've been doing that. But yeah, anyway, if you enjoyed listening to me speak and you enjoyed watching the speed paint, please like, subscribe, follow, leave a link, follow me if that floats your boat. And yeah, I guess I'll see you all next week, or next time, really. Peace.